I'm live right now. I'm good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Where's Lenny? Where's Lenny? Oh no, it's so confusing. Oh, fade, fade. Look at that. I found a new button. I found a new button on the little machine here. Hey, welcome to Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy. Thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for regularly being here after the numerous mistakes we have made here on the show. I can't thank you enough for continuing to come to the show. I really appreciate it. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, streaming live on YouTube, sometimes on Facebook, but always on YouTube now. Everything is uploaded, or everything is done on YouTube. 6 o'clock at night during the week, we have content going up. Do me a favor, I'll get to this real quick. If you're on YouTube watching it right now, just jump down, subscribe, like the video. Do it, do it, do it. Like the video real quick, subscribe to the page. It goes a long way. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Normally, right around here. Oh, after the show, after we do these shows, I'll have the guest out in a few minutes. We record, and they're uploaded to podcast. So we will be on every podcast format or platform within the next day or two. It'll be, Spotify and iTunes and iHeartRadio, which apparently takes a little bit longer for some reason. I'm not really sure. But I need to fix things over there at iHeart Radio. Right about here I go. There's news. There's a lot of news today. I'll get to it in a minute. Normally I go, hey, let's thank the sponsors, because you should thank the sponsors up front, the people this show is sponsored by. And here's what I do. I go, this show is sponsored by no one, because I don't have any official sponsors. But in reality, my sponsors are all of the viewers. I have several people that tune in on a regular basis. You've been very gracious, very helpful, very nice, and I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart, the fact that you're all tuning into the show and supporting me on a financial basis. It helps me take care of all the upgrades and the stuff that I had to buy, because before COVID, all I had was a phone. That's it. Now I have a whole bunch of stuff. So thank you so much for supporting the show. If you want to support the show financially, if you're interested, if you like quarantine comedy or any of the online content that I provide, feel free. I made it easier. Look, just go to LennySchmidt.com/if you can. See how that? If you can support, if you can, go to LennySchmidt.com/if you can. There are numerous ways to support the show on that page right now. You can use your credit card, and you can charge like as low as $1, $5, 25, anything over 25. By the way, I will gladly send you a download copy of all 3 of my most recent albums that I have on download copy. You can also donate. It's a little structured down. There's $25. I think it goes to 100. I think there's a slot for 1,000, just to make it easy for you guys. Even easier is PayPal is on that page as well. You can go to PayPal, and there's a little knot there. It starts at $1, and you can donate as much as you want. You can click it up to $1, $2. If you want to go as high as $2, feel free to donate $2. Or if you want to go 10, 15, or 1,000, again, you can do it there on PayPal. Feel free to do all of that right there at LennySchmidt.com/if you can. If you're on a mobile phone and you go there, you can also donate through Venmo on that particular page as well. PayPal will allow you to do that. Or you can go to the Venmo page, which is my Venmo is at Lenny Schmidt. You can hit any one of those, and I will be more than happy to take your money. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the show and donating. Also, if you can't, for some reason, if you can't donate or sponsor, I'm playing with the buttons right now. If you can't donate or sponsor financially, I understand COVID sucks. I'm online trying to get sponsor money. So if you enjoy the show and you don't want to sponsor money, you don't want to give me any money, that's fine. Do me a favor. You can sponsor or support the show even without spending a dime. Go to the YouTube page and just subscribe to the YouTube page. It's Lenny Schmidt Comedy. Just go, check it out, and support the show. That's it. Apparently, subscriptions are as good as money. That's what the Knights of the Round Table at YouTube have told me when I asked them what I should do about getting paid for these shows that pull in 80 viewers a day. So there you go. There's your two options. Bam. You can go there, go to LennySchmidt.com/ if you can, or you can go to the Venmo, go at Lenny Schmidt, or you can just simply do something and follow us on YouTube. There you go. Subscribe to us on YouTube. That's it. I think that's pretty much it. Let's get to we should get to the guests now, and I will in a second. However, if you haven't guessed by now, this is pre-recorded. This is a new pre-recorded opening because I'm sick and tired of opening the show, screaming at the computer and plugging in cords and strangling myself and hitting buttons and trying to connect to the guests, and I never get anything right. And then I miss all this promo stuff, and I can't plug the websites. I can't plug anything. I can't plug anything correctly. So I just taped it all. That's it. I taped it. So now there's not going to be there's no issue. Now I got it all out there, and we're going to start the show like we normally do right now. So now it all goes to shit right now. It all goes to shit in 3, 2. Yes! Welcome. What's up, everybody? What's up? This is Lenny Schmidt live. Lenny Schmidt's Quarantine Comedy. We're here. It's Friday. I'm pretty sure everyone can hear me. We have minor technical difficulties, of course, as always on this show, because it would not be my show if there wasn't something going wrong tech-wise. I'll just give fair warning. I'm in the house. I'm surrounded by I got my Stream Deck and my laptop and my mouse and the monitors and stuff. I have about an inch of room to move on each side. So if I move an inch and a half, I'm knocking all the shit down. Everything's coming down. The screens and monitors, and I'll be talking to you, or you'll be looking at my crotch, which is unfortunate because I am not wearing pants today. I'm no pants at all. I came right from the pool to here. How you doing, man? Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in to Lenny Schmidt's Quarantine Comedy. I appreciate it. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are here. My notebook's right here. We're here live, man, on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Some of you guys are on Facebook. Some of you are on YouTube. It's becoming really hard to keep track of everybody back and forth. The Runnions are the only people ever on YouTube. I'm giving you all fair warning now. When you get a chance, please go to YouTube Live, because that's gonna be it, man. I'm not gonna be on Facebook Live after a week or two once we get this bridge figured out. It would probably work quicker if you guys would start watching on YouTube. So I'm just throwing it out there. That's your call. It's your call totally. I want to say hello to everyone that's here. First of all, the Runnions, of course, are here. Robin Greenberg, I have to say hello to her because she always gets mad if I don't. Mulligans are here. Gar is here. Gar, by the way, thank you very much, my friend. These came in today. Me and the girls. The first thing, 1 o'clock this afternoon, they get the delivery, and she's like, "Can we make one now?" And she just ate lunch. So that tells you how important they are. Also, the Mulligans, look, you guys sent this. I love you guys. You're the greatest fans or supporters I've ever had. You're very sweet. Thank you very much. You send me liquor and pizza. Thanks. That's not healthy in any way, shape, or form. But what the heck? You know what I mean? I'm here. Also, I can't thank you guys enough for your support today. It's lots of people supported me on Venmo and on PayPal. They supported the show, Quarantine Comedy. Again, you heard it in the promo. Go to Lenny Schmidt. Look where it is. Bam, right there. LennySchmidt.com/ if you can. If you can throw money, do it. If not, just support it on YouTube. That's it. That's all the news. That's what I got, man. I don't have a lot of news going on right now. I don't watch the news anymore. It's very annoying. Here's the Blackhawks update. They're tied at 2. If that's important to you, it's important to me. I have it. So I may actually scream in the middle of it's the third period, by the way. Game is going to be over while we're doing the show. So it's very possible I might scream while I'm doing the show live. Who else is here? Robbie's here. Thank you, Robbie, for coming, for being here. Howard Chester, thank you so much. Hawks score? Where? Hawks didn't score. Yeah, they did. Oh, my God. They scored right now. Just like that. Woo! We're up 3-2. They can eliminate Edmonton. Thank you very much. That was quick. Thank you, Howard. A little update from Howard. Larry Warden, thank you. Also, again, I can't thank you enough for all the help. Again, you hit me up on Venmo today. I appreciate it very much. And I look forward to your package on Monday. As far as the rest of you guys are doing, how you doing, man? Nice. It's Friday. It's a good week. I hope you're okay. Hope you're healthy. When you go out, please wear your mask. It's a big deal, apparently. Lily went to the beach the other day, and she was told she couldn't go to the beach. She's very upset about that. But you know what? You can't go to the beach. So everything's closed in California. If you're in other states, like Wisconsin, our guest today is from Wisconsin. They don't give a shit in Wisconsin. Man, they're doing everything. They're living in bars. You know what I mean? They're living in caves. They're surviving. They're very happy out there in Wisconsin. They're doing whatever they want. They're not following rules. And with that, I don't know what else to say. We got the weekend coming up. I'm excited. I'm in a good mood. I'm a little hungover. If we're going to be totally honest, I'm just a little bit hungover. I got up at 6 a.m. today, went to the range and did some shooting, and then came home and went to lunch, had a happy hour, a liquid lunch, and drank some tequila and then took a nap. That was my day. And now here I am, dressed in flannel and my USA hat, getting ready to bring our guest on right now as we speak. Folks, our guest coming here right now, stand-up comedian, very funny young lady, a friend of mine from Wisconsin. Let's take a look at some of her work right now. Let's try to see if I can do this without screwing it up. As always, it's always possible I can screw this up. Folks, let's hear it for, let's take a look at my good friend, Lang Parker.
I'm not the petite, demure kind of chick, you know? And so that attracts fifi guys. I was making out with this one guy and he says, "I don't have a condom, do you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a condom, but we won't be needing it." He's like, "What? What do you mean you don't start up a Ferrari and don't take it for a drive?" Ferrari? Mini Cooper's more like it. It's cute, but I'm not taking a ride in one. I guess the bottom line, folks, is I'm just sick of tossing guys around. You know what I'm saying? I want to be tossed around. So I figured, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy some frilly crap at Victoria's Secret. Work on the femininity, you know? You know, and don't you find the women that work there are just a little too damn perky? Oh, yeah. This one came at me like Lassie in Heat. Hi, I'm Betty with an I. Keep talking like that, you're gonna be Betty with a black eye. And they ask the stupidest questions. What kind of a bra you looking for? Something to house the McGuffies, all right? The elastic on a sports bra is a little shot. You gotta keep that stuff plastered down so it doesn't jiggle when you change your spark plugs.
I love the spark plugs line. I got to throw that out there for sure. Folks, would you please welcome, I want to say to the stage. I always do this. Welcome to the stage. Please, my good friend, the one and only. Here she is, Lang Parker. Here she is. Yeah. Woohoo. Lang Parker. Hey, she's shaving and everything for the show. Look at that. Right on, man. I like it.
No, I'm trying this roller thing. It's supposed to reduce stress. So I'm like, you know, rolling the stress away from me and getting rid of those 11s in between the eyeballs.
11s. That's the best. Are you sure you're supposed to roll it on your face? Is that how you're supposed to do it?
Yeah, you put it in the freezer and then it's nice and cold and then you roll it on your face.
Is it working? Is it relieving stress?
No, I still look like I'm 80 years old.
It doesn't look. You don't look 80. You look great, Parker. Shut up, man. Folks, that's Lang Parker. Give her a round of applause. That's my good friend, Lang Parker. People are tuning in. When I first watched that comedy clip, I thought you said that you ended up with beefy guys. And I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense. What's wrong with beefy guys? And then I realized it was fifi guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you wouldn't connect with the fifi guy very well, correct? Right? That's not your style.
That is absolutely correct. I like a bigger dude that can toss me around besides me tossing him around.
Right on. Fair enough. Okay. Well, I would expect nothing less of you, Lang Parker. Welcome to the show, man. How are you?
Thank you. I have some news.
Yeah. Oh, no way. You bought a new shirt.
Right, exactly. When
Oh, no.
a lot of- I just figured, I
I was going to
started
say,
over.
I mean, man, you grew pretty quick there.
It would be the Hail Mary, the Mary Virgin, if that was the case. Trust me.
The
Not
Virgin
getting
Mary?
any
You would be the
action.
Virgin Mary? Not getting any action during quarantine?
Exactly. No, nothing. Even my hand is like, get out of here. You're just ugh,
Switch
whatever.
hands.
Yeah,
Switch hands. You got to
yeah.
switch hands.
That's what I gotta do.
Yeah, you do. I do. I've been switching hands like crazy. Well, it's COVID's a tough time for single people, man. I've been having this conversation with everybody. I mean, I kind of like
Yeah.
being single, but during COVID, it's not great. It's not a good time to meet anyone right now.
No, because for a choice, now it's not a choice. You have to. I'm like, okay, awesome. Like being by myself.
All right, man.
I'm
Well,
so sick of myself. I could puke.
were you really? Where are you at now? Are you in Santa Monica? No, Long Beach.
No, I was in Long Beach and now I'm moving somewhere else.
Every time I'm talking to you,
Good
you're
time.
moving. That's what's up with that?
Right. Well, I was in Santa Monica for 21
Yeah,
years, and
that's
then I
great.
lived
Yeah.
I got kicked out of there because a developer came along. Then I lived in a garage and peed in a 5-gallon worth $400 rent. Then a friend of mine said, "Hey, I got a place. I want to, rent a room." I'm like, "Sure." So I went down to Long Beach, and now I'm like, I need a change. So gonna live somewhere else now.
So where are you gonna? You won't tell me where you're at. Is it a secret? Where are you at? You're out of
Oh,
town,
right
right?
now.
Right now. Where are you at
I'm
right
in
now?
Reno. Yeah, yeah, I'm in
West
West
Hollywood?
Hollywood right
Ugh,
now.
I hate West Hollywood. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. It's too much. It's not Santa
Um,
Monica. I always
No,
envied you because you live in
no.
Santa Monica. Plus, you like to be, you do paddleboarding and stuff. You're outdoor, man. You need to be outdoor.
Yes. And hiking. I've been hiking like a freak lately.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I've been doing in quarantine is hiking. I go for 10 milers up in Santa Barbara. There's a bunch of which I ended up. I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook, but I did Rattlesnake Canyon Trail and came across a rattlesnake.
Ooh, did you really?
Oh, it was massive, and I'm pretty. I mean, I know not to go near it when it's coiled up, but it was stretched out, kind of making its way across the trail, and so I quick flipped on the phone and was videoing him, and then a dog came and it was off leash, and I'm like yelling at the dog, and people thought I was yelling at the snake, and I'm like, no, I'm yelling at the dog. Then the owner was getting irritated, like, why are you yelling at my dog, man? And I'm like, there's a rattlesnake, sir. He's like, oh, thanks. I'm like,
Thanks for yelling at my dog. I'm sorry.
right, exactly.
Now, was it rattling or was it just moving?
No, not at all. He was just making his way across the trail and just going into some bush.
Ugh. See, I've always
Yeah.
been I've I've always wanted to go in some bush myself. By the way, actually, now that you put it that way, you said go in the
I
bush.
did.
I got completely distracted. I went back to our first conversation. I'm sorry. I don't want to make this whole show about not hooking up with someone.
No, he won't.
But Vic, one of my guests just said you should switch to your numb hand. That's what they should said. Make your hand numb. I don't know if that helps, but let's get back to the rattlesnake. I've been lucky.
Okay.
I've been lucky every time I've run into a rattlesnake. I hear it first. I hear that shh, and then I just go,
Yeah, yeah.
what the, and I look around like a child. That's what I do and panic. So,
Oh,
because I see them in the
awful.
canyons all the time out here, right? When you
Yeah.
hike.
Yep. But I go where the trails are like wide. It's like a fire road, so then I can visibly see shit. I will never go on a trail where it's covered or it's
Like a
very
bike trail?
narrow. Yeah, no,
Right.
never. I'm always on bigger trails. I
You
go
always-
up and do Red Rock and Topanga. It's phenomenal.
Have you ever hiked the 405? That sounds like that'd be good for you. It's wide. It's really wide.
Real well, yeah, it's like 10 car lengths.
Yeah, not a
no.
lot of snakes in the 405. At least that's
No.
what I hear. I don't know if that's true or not. So you lived in Santa Monica for 20 plus years. How long? You stand up from Wisconsin, right? Originally from Wisconsin.
Originally from Wisconsin.
Did you
Yeah.
start doing stand up in Wisconsin, or did you come out here and start doing it?
No, I moved out here when I was 20, and I wanted to get in. I wanted to be a dancer because I have like 15 years of ballet, tap, interpretive, modern, everything except toe. When you're corn fed from Wisconsin, you don't do toe. Otherwise, you won't have any toes. You will be. too much weight, you know.
What is toe? Is toe like being on your tippy toe?
On your
Oh,
toes, your tippy
yeah.
toe, you know,
I never know.
little
Yeah.
anorectic little twigs, yeah. So I moved out here to be a dancer, like in videos and stuff, and what is her name? Paula.
Paula Abdul?
Yes. So I wanted to do that, and then I went to. Thanks. It sounds like
I've never seen anyone so excited when I got an answer right in my entire life. That's the best ever. That's the best. Yes. Yeah. Things are
you
going
win.
great. I win.
Nothing, but you win.
That's okay. Nah, it's good enough. I'll take a empty victory. I'm all about empty victories. I'm really good. I don't care.
So I wanted to be in videos dancing, and then I went to my first, because you got to keep dancing. You don't just come out here, and even you've been dancing for 15 years, you still got to maintain and go into stay in classes. So I went to my very first class, and I looked at these women, and I'm like, oh hell no, there's no way I'm gonna make it in this business. They're like 6 foot, they're models, and I'm like, here comes corn-fed Lang, and I'm like, oh, I got to figure out a different career. No, seriously, I'm not being funny. It was, I mean, just model-esque, beautiful women. I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna work for me.
Now,
I'll leg work every one of them, but
was this your go-to move as a dancer? Because I can see that as being a problem right off the top. I can't imagine that's the big draw at the dance class. Lang, you're up. Okay. You're like, whoa, what's going on? Somebody throw a rattlesnake at her.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you switched to stand-up. So you switched to, eventually you ended up with stand-up.
I got into improv. I took lessons from Gary Austin, who was one of the main founders of the Groundlings, and was with him for a while. And then one guy said that another student in class said, hey, I book the old people's home on Fairfax, and just come on down there and tell a few jokes or do whatever in front of the old people. Aren't you supposed to say like convalescent home? I never use the big words. I try to keep things really simple. So is that you
keep
or
it.
me?
Don't go. No, there's a guy next door that suddenly feels like his alarm just went off. You know what? We have a family of raccoons that live behind the house, and they're getting bigger, and they're starting to take over the neighborhood. Yeah. So I think they're trying to steal a car. They're not cute. They're not cute at all. They're not cute. They're not. I come home. I do Uber Eats at night now. I come home about 2 or 3 in the morning, and I walk by I have to walk by the dumpsters. I'm afraid to walk by the dumpsters because they'll come out and they'll run up the pole. They won't leave. They'll just go halfway up the pole and look at me and be like, "Are you done? You want to go inside?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm apologizing to these 4 giant ass fucking raccoons." Anyway,
Yeah.
I think they're trying to steal a car right now. I think that's what's happening right now. The 4 raccoons are stealing the car next door, and the owner will just let them go. They'll come out and go, "Hey, is that? Oh, it's the raccoons. You're right. My bad. Go ahead. Just bring it back.
Go ahead, man. Just bring it back filled up.
Yeah, can you put some gas in it? You know what? Never mind. No gas. That's fine. My bad. I apologize. In fact, here's my credit card. Take the card, and you guys enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Yeah, my daughter gave them all names. I don't know their names, but she thinks they're cute. They are not cute.
Apart?
Huh?
Can she tell them apart?
No, she tells me she can't. I think she's full of shit. I think she's lying. Because she's like, there, look, there's Punchy and Lunky and Bunky and Poppy. And I'm like, well, okay. How do you know which one's which? She's lying.
All right. Just don't feed them. Don't feed them.
Well, you don't have to. They go in the dumpster. Well, they went the other day. I swear, I go to work 8 o'clock. I come back about 2:30 in the morning. They're there when I leave, and they're there when I come back. And I'm like, fuck, how much food do you need? It's like 5 hours of eating food.
They can get so big, bigger than dogs. They're amazing.
Oh, but these things they're huge. They're like toddlers. They're like big fat toddlers. Like they're like American toddlers, like U.S. toddlers. You know what I mean? You ever seen a toddler? I see this. This is annoying. This is really bad. I work on a cruise ship. I work on cruise ships a lot. I'm sorry. I used to work on cruise ships a lot, and I would see toddlers on there that weighed like 120 pounds, like the biggest little fat kids. And every time I would see them, I want to go up and punch their parents in the head so bad. You know what I mean? I would want to just smack. Your kid, give them some lettuce or an apple or something. Do something. Little big fat toddlers in a wheel thing, like, because they can't walk. You know what I mean? But the raccoons are the size of the American toddlers. So.
That's bad. That's
very
so
frustrating.
bad.
I know. So you were just out of town. Where were you, man? You were up north. Is that right?
I was just in Santa Barbara.
All right. Oh, those when you went hiking in Southern Rattlesnake?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
let me ask you this: since the COVID showed up, how are
Yeah.
you moving? You're moving during COVID, right?
Yeah.
Ugh, that sucks, right? Where's your
Eh,
stuff,
it is
Parker? Where's your stuff?
what?
Do you have it in storage? You have stuff in storage somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Part storage and part where I'm at.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I used to do that. The bounce around thing. How are you?
Yes.
How's COVID affecting you? Obviously, you're not doing live shows locally, because you also, besides working the road, first of all, I love your stand up. Your stand up is more, it's perfectly states who you are. You know who you are in like 2 minutes. That's why I played that clip of you before I brought you out here. It's like you nail it in 2 minutes. Like you know exactly. And so every joke is like, it's perfectly written to where it says something about your character every single time. And it's one of the things that's always the coolest thing about you that I love. That I think is great.
What happens when you're brought up with three older brothers on a farm? You get to know yourself real quick.
Where they were older. You were the youngest, so you no
Oh
wonder.
yeah, I'm the youngest, and on top of that, I was adopted.
Wow, what happened
Yeah,
there?
that's well for well, you have three boys, always wanted a little girl, so then you adopt one, but then be careful what you wish for, because if you want a little girl to put a dress on, and then you get me.
Get Parker. Congratulations. Come on in, princess. Okay, Dad. He's running in. I love it.
Exactly.
You have to blame the three older brothers. So you used to.
Yeah.
So no wonder you're so bullshit. Then you don't take any shit from anybody because you had to stand up for yourself against the brothers, right?
Yeah. You had to fight for your own food. No, I'm kidding.
No, well, I did.
No,
Go ahead.
No, I really taught me how to hunt and fish, so I'm pretty self-sufficient. That's why I do a lot of things by myself. So COVID, yes, it sucks, but on the other hand, it's like I've been doing crap by myself all the time. I go hiking by myself.
Yeah.
I take off and go on trips by myself. Well, partly because I'm sick of paying for dudes that I go out with, because they don't have a pot to piss in. But I'm not going out with those guys anymore.
How are you
Oh,
finding these loser guys? Well, how are you going from the fee guy to the guy with no money? What's going on? Are you on Tinder? Are you on the Tinder?
No, I refuse to do any online dating. I did that once for material. I vowed I'd never do it again.
Why? What happened? Was it a good date? Did you go on a date? Did you meet a guy? What happened? Tell me. Tell me the story. You didn't meet a guy?
Because I was flipping through the Bumble, and then they said, "We ran out of men for you."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Oh, that's a shocker." I swear to God, I even screen saved it because people are like, "I've never had that happen." I'm like, "Well, it did it to me." They're like, "We ran out of men for you." I'm like, "Yeah, no kidding."
Please tell me you do that on stage.
Awful.
Please tell me you say that on stage.
I don't.
You
No,
do?
and that's another thing too. It's hard to know if you're funny or not because I'm being me, and then like I've had people say that to me, like, "Is that in your act?" I'm like, "No," and well, it should be. I'm like,
It should be.
Okay, I guess. Oh well.
But that's what happens when you're naturally funny. Is that you're always funny saying stuff, and then you say something, and you got to catch it. You got to know. You got to record. You record shit. You walk around carrying the recorder and stuff like that. Parker, you got to do that.
Well, I am now.
I do. But here's what I do. I do it on the phone here, and I'll record. I'll constantly come up with an idea, and I'll go blah, 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 and I'll put it in the thing, and then I'll sit there and I'll listen to whatever I got. The only problem is when I get drunk, there's like 25 of them that are horrible, and I'll listen to them over and over again, and I'll go, what am I talking about here? It's me in a bar, and all you hear is just be with the cheese sticks. And I'm listening to it. What does this even mean? I don't understand. Yeah, you got to record that stuff, man.
Part of it is I record a few things, but then it just comes out angry. I'm like, well, oh well.
Yeah, but then but anger is comedy. Comedy comes from anger. You turn anger into funny on stage anyway.
Good point.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta channel it because right now I'm in the middle of something with my family, and I'm like, boy, this stuff better be funny because right now it's just irritating the piss out of me. It's gonna be funny, folks. Let me tell you, it's about religion.
Oh, that's always pleasant.
fine line because you got it. You can't alienate people from you. If you say God is funny or it's a joke or whatever you don't believe, then immediately you get people going, and I'm
Right.
like, people still judge you. They judge you hard, but you gotta make both sides like you. And I'm trying to find that balance. And boy, it's tough. Right now it's teeter totter, and the teeter is right here. I'm here,
Right.
and I gotta.
Yeah. Right.
It's hard.
Well, you got to be. It's even harder now. You know what I mean? It's harder to have an opinion and pick a side right now because people are so polarized on both sides. And now we live in a world now that if you disagree, somebody disagrees with you, or you disagree with someone, there's no debate. There's just like screw you, you're an idiot, and you know what I mean?
Exactly. There's
Yeah.
not a discussion. You
Right.
can't discuss anything. And
Yeah.
I was a friend of mine posted today something saying that, yeah, she goes, I can't. Both sides of the government need to be revised, and people will still come and attack. And she's like, look, both sides. I'm not saying one's better than the other.
Yeah.
Both of it, and they'll still come out and attack. And I wrote on her page today. I said, you can say that you made raspberry scones, and they'll come at you saying you like Trump. I'm like, what? Where did you get
Yeah.
that
How
from?
did you get Trump out of raspberries? That seems weird.
Exactly. I just said I made raspberry scones, and you're saying that I'm a Trump lover?
Right.
What are you talking about?
Right.
I hate people.
Why God? Why you come across so lovable? I hate people. You need to. You better get that thing. Rub your face down some more. You gotta. There you go. Do something. There you go.
Oh, it's awful.
Well, it's hard. I find it. You know what? This is interesting to bring. Where at in Wisconsin are you from originally? Like area?
Outside of Milwaukee, a little town called Muskego.
Okay, all right. I know Muskego. That's cool. I got a ton of family in Southern because I'm from Chicago, which I think you know. And then I have a lot of friends in Kenosha, like that area. A lot of family down in Southern, Southeastern Wisconsin, whatever. And a lot of my family's from Northern Indiana and stuff. But the things I noticed, like you're probably going through, you've got to go through this as well, because we live in LA now. And it's very liberal and very left out here in LA, which is fine because I'm much more liberal and left than my family is back in the Midwest. But like when you say you can't have a disagreement or a comment with someone, I have friends who like I'll come out and go, I'll say something. They'll make a comment about the Republicans are crooked, and I'll go, they're all politicians are a mess. All politicians need to get it together. They're all liars. And then I have two friends in particular, like, well, not the Democrats, dude. You mean the Republicans? I go, no. I mean all of them. And no, but really, what did they do wrong? And then I'll get a list of all the things the Republicans have done wrong. And I go, yes, I know they've done a lot of things wrong, but I think they're all messed up. So both sides, you can't just disagree anymore. And if you say the Democrats have their heads up their ass, that's when everyone's like, oh, did you vote for Trump? I'm like, I never said I voted for Trump. I just think the Democrats are idiots. Well, are you a Republican? I didn't say that either. They'll attack you. You can't have a reasonable conversation. And here's where I made a mistake today. I'm getting email or texts and messages now. I made a comment on again on the thread. Oh, I always make the mistake on Facebook of reading something that I don't totally disagree with and go, oh, I could just clear this up right now with the sentence. I understand exactly let's just do this. And then it's a pop of attacks and yelling people, this is wrong, and here's a report, and here's the thing. And I'm like, whoa, everyone calm down. But I've had a lot of people that get mad at you. People get mad at you. And it's just coming from the area that we came from, hardcore Midwest, which is most of my family is conservative. I believe you're in the same situation where most of your family, and I have a tremendous amount of Trump supporters in my family, which makes for exciting summers.
Oh, they're glorious. That's why I don't go back.
Do you talk to them at all, or?
No.
Okay.
Not really. They're watching me right now, probably. They keep tabs on me. I know they do. But I talked to one of my brothers today because I was asking him about Wisconsin. It was a long conversation, but I talked to one today. Don't really talk to two other ones. It's just so much fun. Isn't family great?
No, they're the best. How about the brothers? Are you talking what's up with the brothers? Are you talking to them?
Yeah, two. I talked to two. I only talked to one right now. process of elimination. I used to talk to one. Now that one went away, and now I'm talking to another one. You can't make this stuff up.
Well,
Yeah,
we do. I have four brothers and my mom, and there's never a situation where all of us are talking to each other. I got to
yeah.
know. There's always someone that's not talking. Here's how I know that someone's not talking to my mom. My mom went through some medical stuff in the last year or two, and I'll get a text from my stepfather, and it'll go, the test came back negative, and she's fine. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then I got to look at the heading and see who he texted, and I'm like, okay, okay, they're not talking to Andy. I better call Andy. So I know right away if there's one more. I always catch one number out, and that's the one we got to call. So that's how I know who's talking to who. It's through the group text. Someone's left out. I know that's the guy that's in the shit house.
And it's so funny too, because there's this aspect of it also, is where you leave Wisconsin to go. I don't want to say better yourself. That's not it. I'm trying to find the right words. But you
Grow?
like
Well, how about grow?
grow.
Yeah, grow.
Get a different
Perspective, expand. Yeah.
Maybe even I didn't go to college, but if you would go to college, and they encourage that, but then they'll throw it back in your face going, oh, you think you're real smart now, huh? And I'm like, but you didn't you want me to go out and see things, experience life, maybe get a better education? I didn't go that route, but I'm just like, wow. And yeah, it's fun. It's just so confusing right now. It's such a interesting time in the world, and then family wise, it's going to be funny, and it's going to make it in the act.
Yeah, no, it's a ton of material. At the very least, we got stuff to write about. That's huge. That's good. That's very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went through. I always go through. I always go through the internet, and we've been friends on We're friends, and we've been friends on Facebook for years. But I'm always amazed at you have some of the hippest pictures and pictures with the hippest people I've ever seen in my entire life. Like every once in a while, you'll throw even your headshots and stuff. You have something about the way you do pictures. And if it's cool, I got some. I want to show some right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got these from your brothers that won't talk to you. That's exactly. So buckle up. We'll see exactly how these pan out. Yeah, right. So
that was so much fun.
I'm totally amazed at some of these pictures that you have. I'm always blown away and amazed at these. So if you don't mind, yeah, tell me how did you get a picture with Bono? How is that even possible?
All right, I was at this party. It was at the Leica. They have parties there, or they have showings, and Julian Lennon was showing his pictures, his artwork, and I was there, and I'll admit it. I don't give a crap, because you get to a certain age. Hello, I'm growing a mohawk. That's what age I'm at. I just don't care anymore what people think or whatever. So the story behind that is that I'm like, oh yeah, if I get his picture, I got bragging rights. This is going to be awesome. And so I'm like, okay. So I was not stalking him, but I was watching, and I saw his bodyguard, and I'm like, and I'm always respectful. I never go barging up to anyone. I always ask before I grab their picture or ask for it. And that reminds me, quickly, I'll come back. Okay, so I was a quick little side view. I was at Batman premiere, and the lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins, what's his name?
Oh, Billy Corgan? Is that correct? Chicago?
Yes.
Chicago guy, yeah. Yeah.
So
you
he
get
was
so
there.
excited. I love you. I need to keep you around more. Every time I get something right, you're excited.
I don't get out much. So he was there at the Batman premiere, and I saw him, and I'm like, and everybody was coming up to him. And then finally I made my way, and I go, hi, Billy, I would love if I may have my picture taken with you. And he's like, you might as well, everybody else is. And I'm like, oh no, I don't need your picture.
Oh,
And I'm
Corrigan
like,
said that to you?
And I did that. But yes, he did. He was
That
an
is
asshole.
not
I did-
that is not the first time I've heard that story stories. I hear those stories about Corrigan quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
It's
So I was
kind of
just
his
like,
thing.
dude, I'm like, I don't need your picture. I'm
Yeah,
cool. And he's like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, really? I'm like, because I was just having fun here. You know, I like to show pictures back in Wisconsin or get bragging rights, whatever. I don't care. But he's like, no. So then I got my picture taken with him. And that was like back in the camera time. That was so long ago. All right, so back to the story.
Okay.
I see his. Hang on.
No.
So I see
I'm not going anywhere.
his security card, and I walk up to him and I go, "May I get my picture taken with Bono? Bono? I don't even know how to say his name." And that's how much of a fan I am.
Bono.
So
Have you ever seen him live?
he's
You
like,
ever seen U2 live?
I did. A friend of mine took me and I saw them, and it was recently. It was at the Rose Bowl.
Okay.
He can't hit the notes like he used to, but it was good. It was good. I wasn't
Let's not insult
blown
Bono.
away.
Let's just.
I know that, but I wasn't blown away. But it was good. I was like, okay, I knew every song.
I know he's no
was
Billy
good.
Corrigan, but still.
All right. So all right. So I see his bodyguard. When's a good time? He's like, just wait. He says, not right now, because if you do it, it's just going to open up Pandora's box. I go, okay, I respect that. So he made his way. He's talking with people, la la la, and all of a sudden the bodyguard turned to me and he goes, "Go downstairs now." And I'm like, okay. So I go downstairs, and as he was coming down the stairs, I was the only one that got my picture taken.
Oh, clever. Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Plus, the bodyguard was hot. He had an Irish accent.
Let's look into you. That's the button on the Bono story. Is the bodyguard was hot. That's the best. Look, it was great. I was Bono. It's really awesome. But that bodyguard, man, let me tell you, I would. You have no idea. You have no idea. All right. Here's another picture. I some of these I just take because you have a really cool. Do you have a photographer you work with specifically, or do you pull out ideas yourself for some of these pics? You've got some of the coolest, interesting pics I've ever seen.
98% of the time, it's all my eyeball.
Really?
I see things differently. And one thing that always stuck in my mind, I don't know who said it, I wish I could give the credit to, but I always want a different perspective of the picture. A different height, far away, real close, different angles. It's all about different, besides take a picture of an apple, get a different angle that no one has ever thought of an apple.
Right,
and that's what I try to do in every one of my pictures, is do something like that. One is just, I don't know, that was really too creative, but yeah, I just try to get a different perspective of my subject. And my dog, I mean, please, that dog was photogenic, and also just, he was the perfect prop. He would do everything I would say. Plus he was human.
Plus he was what?
I mean, he was so human.
Right.
I enjoyed taking his picture. And plus, I have to admit, I have very good luck when it comes to situations. Like there was one picture I posted where I was walking back to my car, and my dog was waiting for me sitting there, but the car behind my car, there was another dog waiting for his owner. So
right.
I had these two dogs in the car waiting, and I'm like, click. Got the shot. It was beautiful. It was so great.
While we're talking about Benny, there we go.
Yeah. I love that goddamn dog.
I know.
I'm going to get another dog.
You should, man. I think you're there now. I mean, I never know what it's like. You know, it's been a long time since I had a dog, so you know what I mean. But to get a dog and then go get another dog, I know it's been at least a couple of years since you lost Benny, right? At least 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I needed time for the body to cool. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you.
And no judgment, but I've never understood people that when their dog dies, immediately they go to the pound and grab another one. I'm like, can't you just take that in? I'm like, I've been mourning for 2 years, and I'm like, okay, I need a dog in my life.
Yeah, no, you're perfect with a dog. It's time for you to get another dog. I think. I agree. Yeah. I approve. I totally approve.
I need another subject, another muse, you know?
Here's another picture. How did you get a picture with Gene Simmons, and how much did he charge you for this photo?
No, he is hilarious. That dude he's very
I love Gene Simmons. I think he's he's one of the coolest guys in the world. I've had a kiss him my entire life. So every time I see him,
a constant, like, where's the next dollar coming in? I'm like, dude, you have a lot of money. What are you're worried about the next dollar?
Never stops thinking about making money franchising. I mean, the whole deal. It's always somewhere else. Yeah. Well,
maybe
look at him.
I wouldn't be in the position I'm in.
Yeah.
If I was smarter.
Yeah.
I was at a beer tasting thing, something. There was a big beer festival, and he was one of the speakers, and I just when he was coming off stage and leaving, I said, "Hey, Gene, may I?" And he's like, "Yeah." See, with that deep voice. Oh God, are you kidding me? This is voice. The rest of it, not so much.
I
Voice.
know that. I know Jimmy. You know Jimmy Pardo.
Yes.
All right, Jimmy Pardo was going to ask him to be on his podcast. Jimmy has kind of a successful podcast, or very successful. I'm sorry, I don't want to insult it. He'll kill me. Never Not Funny is a very successful podcast. Does very well. But he was gonna ask Gene to do the show, and he ran into him somewhere, and Gene immediately knew what was going on and just went, I know what you're doing. I know where you're going, but it's not going to happen. I just want you to know that I'm not going to do your show. And it's just, that's the way Gene is, man. He's you know what I mean? He's just kind of a no bullshit guy. I've always had I love him. I just saw Kiss back in February, so before all this went down.
Wow.
Before
How
it went
was it?
down. They were amazing. I've talked about this on the show before. It was a Monday night in Bakersfield. They could have mailed it in. They could have just mailed this show in, not even cared. And they came out and crushed. Yeah, it was my only shot. I was out of town. I was in Portland for the weekend, and then I flew back on Sunday. They were in Bakersfield Monday, and I was flying out Tuesday, but they were in LA on Wednesday. So I'm like, well, hell, I'm just going to drive to Bakersfield. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
What else?
Why not?
Here's another picture of you. What's you're not doing these anymore. I don't see many of these headstands anymore.
No, I'm afraid I'm going to break my neck at my age.
At my age, shut up, fucker.
I don't have medical, okay? So we got to pick and choose our problems here. You know what I'm saying?
You got to get medical, man. What are you doing? You get to it's. You know what? I'm telling you. Every time I ever lapsed on medical, I've reached a point where something's always happened to me. Who is this guy? Who's this?
A famous designer?
Yeah, you're right. I know. I wrote it down. I don't care. I'm not a big designer fan. I don't know. See, how do you find all these cool people, man? All these people just go ahead and they'll just do it.
I just have really good luck of always being at the right time, right place, and just having fun.
Wait, hang on. I'm having problems with the audio now. Hold on. This is, see, it starts to go well, and then I lose track of everything, and it just doesn't go well.
It's all right.
All right, let's leave this one. This is the last picture. There's another one. That's what I'm talking about, man. When you're on the road, you always find some sort of weird. Do you carry the hats with you when you travel? You got the Viking hat.
That's my road warrior hat because I have a 2017 truck. Guess how many miles it's on a 2017 truck?
Oh, geez, 280,000.
Close. No, 127. No,
wow,
29.
that's just 2 or 3 years. Okay, yeah, right. That's hardcore road stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, and that's on the 5. That's up all the way up into Oregon. That's just before Ashland or after Ashland, maybe even past Medford. Crap.
Oh, I love.
No, I think it's before Ashland.
I used to do that run all the time. The all that stuff too. Donna Richards, and it used to be Donna Richards. I don't know if she books it anymore, but Pat Wilson books stuff out there too. So
yep.
But the I-5 run was there. It was Bend in Oregon or Ashland where they do the Shakespeare thing. Coos Bay. Do you ever do Coos Bay? Oh man, Coos Bay is nice. I love Coos Bay. It's beautiful.
They're an interesting crowd. Either you have them or you don't.
Yeah, I always had a good time.
I love them, but there's something in the water. You know what I'm saying? There's something going on.
No, Oregon's a different. There's a lot. They're very close to mountain people. You know what I mean? They're very, you know, if you ever go to the post office in like Portland, there's a lot of people that come in because everybody has to go to the post office. People come in from the mountains, and it's just, you know, it's like watching, what was that movie with, never mind, Ness? Taz? What was that movie when she was living in the woods?
Ness.
Yeah, right?
Foster, favorite.
Yeah, what's it? What is it?
Is it Ness?
I think it's called Ness or Nessie or
No, it's Nell.
Nell. It's Nell, and it's Jodie. It is Jodie Foster. Yeah, you're at the post office. You're like, "How you doing?" Yeah, they'll say stuff. You'll be like, "I have no idea what you're talking about. What the hell are you saying right now?"
Totally.
All right. So let me ask you this. We were talking about family earlier. Family, Wisconsin. Is there anybody in Wisconsin you're still talking? You're talking to two brothers. There's some family members you are talking to, some you're not talking to. So is there anybody you still talk to regularly?
Yeah, I talk to my Aunt Millie. Millie, and I love her. She's back in Wisconsin, and she's something else, man. I always turn to her for life advice.
Okay.
And So it's Aunt Millie. Aunt Millie's the only one I talk to. I think she's supposed to be giving me a call. So
Oh, now. Oh,
yeah.
I think you know what. I got to be
Yeah.
honest with you. The brother, your brother that wouldn't talk to you, set me up and
Yeah.
said your aunt was going to call. So I actually have a feed for your aunt to call in.
Are you
No,
serious?
it was a totally surprise. I wasn't supposed to. I was totally. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get it. Let me get.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get me. There we go. All right. Let me see if I can find her. Because I have a trouble with the buttons. Tech wise, I don't do very well. So let me see if I can pull this off. First of all, let me say hello to some of the people. Oh, well, first of all, you guys are playing the Blue Cup game. Here we go. I'm aware what you're doing the Blue Cup game. All of you. I want you to know that. So that's why I keep the Blue Cup here. I got to thank the people that watch the show on a regular basis. My Blue Cup has turned into the Julie Toots, the Hey Julie, Julie Toots thing, and now it's different. Hey, who else is here? Donna Milan is here. Rachel, pictures with the bodyguard. Yeah, she didn't. Right, there's no picture with the bodyguard. We got to ask her about that. She's all happy about the hot bodyguard. That doesn't seem very. That's very weird. Hey, Ann Smacell. She's going to be so mad. She sent me a message how to say her name the right way, and I keep screwing it up. By the way, if you're waiting for the Hawks update, the Hawks won. So they've eliminated the Edmonton Oilers, and they're moving on to the next round of the playoffs, whatever that means. Yeah, whatever that means. So I'm excited. So anyway, we'll share with the Blackhawks. Chicago Blackhawks moving on. Again, we're very happy. Let's see. We're getting close. I'm looking for the button for the feed. I'm trying to get the connection on Aunt Millie. There's a lot going on. It's just there's some chaos. I think we're almost there. I think we're just about there. Let me see if I can let's get a 2-shot. Let's try to do this professional. Let's give it a shot. From Wisconsin to say hello to her niece, Lang Parker, who is our guest here on the show. Let's give it up for Aunt Millie, just outside of Milwaukee, I'm guessing. Here we go. It's Aunt Millie. Here she is. There's Aunt Millie. Hey, Aunt Millie, how are you?
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good. Yeah. It's nice outside here in Wisconsin. What out there?
We're out here. We're in California. How are you doing in Wisconsin? How's it going back there, Aunt Millie?
I'm good. I'm just hanging out, just waiting to talk to, Lang.
Lang,
Trying
sure.
to give her some life advice,
Yeah. What kind of advice you get? What kind of advice are you going to throw at her today? You got?
Well, she's having a hard time with this, COVID thing, and she wants to go out there dating, and I'm like, no, you can't go out there dating yet,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just trying to give her life advice and trying to keep her head straight, like men are like trains and farts. There's always another one coming, okay? It may not be real soon because of the COVID, but they'll be around. You don't sit there and go chase after men,
Sure. Right.
You gotta
Yeah.
be real smart about this.
Okay.
You
All right.
know?
Understood.
It's ridiculous. She's so upset. Oh, geez. I just said, you know what? I'm going to send you some cheese curds, and she can fry them up and she'll be happy. Or and have a PBR, fine.
PBR. Yeah. You grab a PBR. That's a good call out here in California. Send those cheese curds. I might go over there and grab some cheese curds from her. That sounds delicious.
I'll send you a bunch of it. I'll send her a whole bunch, and she'll invite you over, and you'll have a cheese curd party, It just makes things so difficult. It's really simple, but she has a hard time with this. And I'm like, just go out, go out and go hiking like you do, and I'll send you some cheese curds. I'll make sure they're fresh because, they're fresh if they squeak when you eat them.
Right. Yep. Fair enough.
I just send her a shotgun and have her go out hunting or something. She needs to get out there and do something. She spends all that time in the apartment. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, it's California. It's L.A. area. First of all, there's not a lot of hunting in the area. She's got to go. You got to go north for the hunting, I think.
Yeah, go up north.
Yeah.
Go hunting up in the woods or something.
Maybe she could find a guy while she's hunting. What do you think about that? Running into a guy, would that be a good guy for her, right? A little hunter?
Yes, she needs a hunting man. Someone that, get in the scopes of things,
Sure.
Get one right, get in the scope and laser right on him and have at her, have at her. She needs to get out there and start romping around or something. I don't know what the hell her problem is.
Well, it sounds like she could maybe use someone to have at her. You're right. That sounds good, right? That's a good thing. Yeah? Have at her.
take care of the reins, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, she's so lucky to have. How often do you get to talk to her? Do you call her with advice a lot?
Well, yeah, I call her once a week, and
Okay,
then she's
good.
like recording me. You know, I have Bob here, my assistant. He helps me out, and he turns on and off the camera because I don't know how to work any of this
You can-
technology stuff. It's just such a pain in the butt, you know. And so I call her, and then she tapes it, and then she puts me on that Insta, Insta serial or whatever hell you call it. You
Oh,
know,
the Instagram. Instagram. So
yeah, that
she's uploading you to Instagram. Okay, cool.
yeah. So she has me on there. So I got to get some followers. It's Aunt Millie's Time. Aunt Millie, no, Aunt Millie Time.
Yeah, she
It's
gave you.
MILLIE, Millie.
Oh,
Aunt
look,
Millie Time.
I even spelled it right on the thing. Okay, good. Perfect. Well, she gave you your own Instagram page. So that's what you're talking about is Aunt Millie Time.
Yeah.
Excellent. So everybody
Yes.
should go to Aunt Millie Time. That's cool because I'm interviewing her for the show. And usually after the show, in the bio, I put all the important information to tag the entertainer. So I'll put your Instagram in the bio as well so people can go by and check it out.
Yeah, and I give, you know, life advice. Sometimes I read kids' books, you know, because during this COVID, you know, it's so depressing. And sometimes I like a little nighttime story, you know, to put me to bed.
Sure,
You know, get
sure.
your mind off of stuff. There's just so much going on, you know.
Yeah.
I just, it drives me insane.
What kind of stories do you read? Are they children's stories? Are they fables?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's cool.
Yes, there's another one. What, Bob, get that one book. Where is it?
I love it. You know what? Lang's got an assistant too. You guys, there must be a family thing you guys do.
We got to keep things going, you know.
I like
Here.
it. You guys are clever ladies. I like that. Very smart. I don't have anybody. I got just me. I have 2 teenage daughters
one.
that ignore me.
Oh, you got to put them to work, you know.
Yeah, you
They
try,
have
but yeah, I know.
structure. Yeah.
Structure.
Okay.
It's good. That's a
You
good
want to
point.
play with my balls? That's what I read. It's a real
Okay.
book.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Do
a
you
good
want?
book.
Okay.
I'll just read you a quick, you know, little excerpt.
Yeah. Read a little bit of the Play with My Balls book. Sure.
Hey, Louie, do you want to play with my balls? Swear to God, it said Louie.
Okay. I believe you. I believe you, Aunt Millie. I'm not questioning you in any way, shape, or form.
Just making sure.
Okay.
One more. Sure, Chuck. I can hold your ball sack so it won't drag on the ground. That's a giver right there, you know.
Okay. Is it really in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I read books, you know. I need a beer.
Yeah. No. Well, you got a PBR in the fridge there, Aunt Millie. They're in Wisconsin. You got a PBR.
Oh yeah.
right?
Well, no. You see, no, that's the problem. Is that when I open up the refrigerator, there's 2 beers in there, and I'm like, why bother?
Yeah.
What's the point? There's only 2 beers in there. You got it. You know, it's just dumb. You can't just go in your refrigerator when there's 2 beers. You know,
You
it's
need
gonna
more.
be case in there.
Why don't you send Bob out for some beer? Can't Bob run to the store?
You know what? That's a good idea.
That's just an idea. Tell Bob to put down his balls and run to the store, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob, go get a case of beer. I love when they listen to me.
Yeah, that's good. That sounds like you're pretty in charge over there. That's good. I like it.
Well, you gotta be.
Yeah. So how are things in Wisconsin, Aunt Millie? How's the COVID go treating you there? I heard they don't care there. Bars are open. There's all kinds of stuff
No.
going on.
We're good.
Oh, you're
Go
good?
down to the corner bar and have a good time. you know?
Oh, yeah, right on. COVID didn't get to Wisconsin, right? Is that what I heard?
No, if you can't see it, it doesn't exist.
What about God?
Well, that's a whole different subject.
Okay, I was just saying.
That'll be another hour there, Lenny.
That'll be another. You're right,
Yeah.
friend. I'll pencil you in for another show. We'll talk. I'll just have a show with you on. Yeah, I'll just have a show just with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, I would like that.
Okay.
I need to
perfect.
get the word out to people. Life advice.
That's
Yeah, I
huge.
could even read a kid's book to you. You know,
I like
be
it. I
great.
think it's a great idea. My fans would love it. The board is lighting up. Everybody loves Aunt Millie. Everybody's saying, "I love Aunt Millie."
Oh, that's nice.
They're
Yeah.
very sweet. Yeah, we got very good supporters here on my show. I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed to have a lot of people that tune in. They like to
That's
play a
what I'm
game though
talking-
called Blue Cup, which means every time I drink from the blue cup,
Yeah.
they do some sort of shot. That seems to be the
Ooh.
game they're playing. So I do this a lot. Just
I'll get the PBR going. You know.
There you go. Start to fire down some PBR. There you go. That's another blue cup. Oh, look at this. That's 2 blue. Wait, we'll double it up. Double it up. 2 blue cups, everybody. Yeah, did you see that? Yeah, you jerks.
Yeah.
Start drinking. Start drinking. It's Friday night. What do you got to do? It's COVID out there. Who cares? No one cares.
Exactly.
This is the best. Well, Aunt Millie, it was great talking to you, man. I'm so glad that you came to my show. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I don't know where Lang went. I'll try and track Lang down. Let me see if I can find Lang again real quick. Give me a second here. I know I got all kinds of problems with the buttons. Right. Hold on a second. There we go. All right, let me see if I can find Lang's got to be nearby here somewhere. I'm pretty sure she's close by. That was Aunt Millie. It's not often I get family members on the show. I'm touched. I'm blessed. I think I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm feeling really awesome about that. Hold on a second. I got a little bit of an issue here. A little tech problem. See, I told you. I only have an inch to move everywhere. Hold on. There we go. Ooh. Yeah. There we go. Kick that. Do the thing and push. All right. We'll see. All right. There we go. That was lucky, Aunt Millie. That's cool. She took time out of her time in Wisconsin. Let's see if we can find Parker. Let's see where Parker went. Let's give her a shot. There she's rubbing her face down again. Good for her. All right. Hey, Lang, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Excellent. Thanks. Your aunt was just here telling us about how to play with balls. That was what she was covering. Yeah.
Well, that's Aunt Millie for you. She's a card.
She mentioned cheese curds, PBR, and balls. That's what we talked about here on the show.
Oh, wow. She was on fire tonight.
Yeah. Well, she says you need to go out and find a hunter guy.
Yeah, I need more than that. I'd like to be hunted down. That's for sure. Sorry, I'm letting too much information out.
No, do your thing, man. Feel free. Go. This is the best. Parker, this was great, man. I can't thank you enough for being here, man. Thanks for being on the show.
So much fun.
Yeah, I'll have you back. Is there anything, what do you got? You got an album? You got a podcast? You got something you want to plug? You got anything at all? Talk to me, man. You want to get it out there?
Go to my YouTube page, which is under my name, Lang Parker. I was supposed to have a movie come out this year, Izzy Lion, The Unspun Truth. It's still going to come out, but I don't know when.
Okay. Is it a short? Is it a feature?
No, it's a feature.
Nice.
Ensemble cast. Incredible.
Okay.
Just so stoked. Let's see.
Well, good for you. Congrats. I hope it goes well.
Me too. Also, follow my Aunt Millie on Instagram.
Yeah.
Aunt Millie.
Millie Time? Aunt Millie Time? Aunt Millie Time?
No, wait. Aunt Millie Time. Why do I screw that up?
Yeah,
Aunt Millie Time.
Yeah, your Aunt Millie got it right. You got it wrong. Okay.
Well,
Aunt Millie Time. I'll put that in the bio as well, so we'll make sure that the bio for the show that it's all listed. So you're all good. You're awesome. That's good. Parker, thank you so much for being here, man. I can't thank you enough. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care of yourself out there.
You too. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much.
Of course. Everybody, Lang Parker, come on. Let's go applaud. I clap. You all clap with me. Let's go. Give it up for Lang Parker. She's in West Hollywood, stuck without, she's home now. Yeah, she's going to try and de-stress herself. There you go. That is Lang Parker trying to pull herself together. Folks, thank you so much. I just realized how dark it is in here. I apologize. I didn't do anything with the lights, so you're going to have to figure out whatever. You'll figure it out. I always do something wrong. Today it was lights. You guys are the best. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be here next week again, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let me take a look, see if I can give you a heads up who's going to be here next week. We have 3 also amazing guests. I think just 3 next week. We're not doing an extra show. Next week, Monday, is my friend John McClellan, who's a New York comic. Doug Williams, who is a crew from the cruise ships. He works at Carnival Cruises all the time. He's also Mind of the Married Man. He was on one of my favorite shows ever on Showtime years ago. He was on that. He does a lot of road work. He travels quite a bit. Also, next week on Friday, 1 week from today, some of you will be excited to hear this. Manny Oliveira will be here. You guys, I'm sure you're excited to know that Manny will be here. If you are a cruise member or a cruise fan, you will have to check out Manny Oliveira. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. You guys have been absolutely the best. Thank you for being here. I'm babbling because once again I'm looking for the right button to push because I've made terrible mistakes all day long. Let's go back here. Right? Is that correct? Boom. All right, guys. You've been great. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, Dream of Pinky.
Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy is hosted and produced by, well, Lenny Schmidt, duh. If you enjoyed today's show, like the video on YouTube, give it a thumbs up or a way to go or whatever the most popular social media thing these kids today are doing. It goes a long way and it really helps us out. Check the description below for info on all today's guests, as well as the host. If you're a fan, you can follow them, like them, or even support them. Go to their site or page and hit their Venmo, PayPal, buy a shirt, an album, a download. Anything you will spend will literally help save the arts. In fact, if you want to support this show, just go to Venmo at Lenny Schmidt. It will help pay for all the stuff that my dad keeps breaking. Lenny Schmidt's Quarantine Comedy airs on Facebook Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Each show is recorded, then uploaded to YouTube and released as a podcast the very next day. Also at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Everything's 6 p.m. We keep it simple. That's all we can handle. Thank you for listening to my dad's show, and as always, dream of Pinky.